guys, it's the two here. Today I'm bringing you a very special video. Of course, I'm talking about Final Fantasy 15 and what cards are available in the new Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy crossover from Universes Beyond. Final Fantasy 15 is a game I played a little bit of, dabbled with it. I did like the gameplay, just never got around to finishing it. But I'm excited to bring you this video. And we're starting off with the mono white cards that you can find in this set, specifically, Final Fantasy 15 themed. Starting off with Koril. It's a 2-cost creature cat beast. You can spend 2 to tap it and tap target non-enchantment creature. Then you have From Father to Son, sorcery, and you have Noctis right there. Search your library for a vehicle card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If this spell was cast from the graveyard, put that card onto the battlefield instead, then shuffle it and it has flashback. You can find these 2 cards here. Looks like in pretty much everything. Going over here, we have Magtech Infantry. It's a 1-cost artifact creature, robot soldier. This creature gets +1/+0 as long as you control another artifact, and you can spend 3 to search your library for a card named Magic Infantry, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Obviously not really meant for Commander, which is what I primarily focus on, but you can still do it. Yeah, side quest, Catch a Fish. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's an artifact or creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you create a card into your hand this way, create a food token and transform this enchantment. And when you transform it, it is Cooking Campsite. It's a land. You can add a white, and then you can spend 3 to sacrifice and put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. And you can find these 2 cards here. Alright, and then you have Blessing of the Oracle. You have Noctis here. Again, it's a 4-cost instant. Choose one. If you control a commander as you cast a spell, you may choose both instead. Creatures you control gain Flying, Vigilance, and Double Strike until end of turn. Creatures you control gain Lifelink, Indestructible, and Protected from each color until end of turn. This is also known as a Chrome as well. Then you have Noctis Lucis Callum. Legendary creature, Human Noble. All creatures gain Trample and Haste until end of turn. You can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Then you have a target player gains 5 life, target player draws a card, and put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under its owner's control. And this is also known as Kenrith the Return King, who's a good commander. Really like that artwork of Noctis right there. Alright, we're going to go with blue. First off, we have a Summon Leviathan art card, which looks really cool. And as you can see, you have the Summon Leviathan card. It's Saga 6/6 with the ward. Return each creature that isn't a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent to its owner's hand. And then until end of turn, whenever a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent attacks, draw a card. Then you have just the... over here you can pretty much... find it in those themes right there. Over here you can find the actual card in most themes. And then over here we have the alternative artwork for Summon Leviathan, which looks really cool. And you can find that in the Play Boosters, Collectors, Pre-Release, Bundle, Gift Bundle, and MTG Arena. Going on to Mono Black, we have Arden the Usurper. It's an 8-cost legendary creature, Elder Human Noble. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. Powerful effect. Starscourge, at the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard. If you exile a card this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 5/5 black demon. Then you have Malboro. It's a 6-cost creature, plant horror, with Bad Breath. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card, loses 2 life, and exile the top 3 cards of their library, and it has Swamp Cycling. Next we have 2 different artworks here for Arden the Usurper. So you must be a fan favorite, it looks like. If he gets 2 cards. Got the extended art here. Borderless Surge Foil. You can find that in the Collector Boosters bundle, a good bundle, and in this version just the Collector Boosters and Gift Bundle. Then you have Arden and Zunia, 3-cost legendary creature, Demon Rogue with Death Touch with Boast. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles and puts that card on top. And this is also known as Varragoth, Bloodsky Sire. You can find this version here. Next, we're on to Mono Red, of course, going with Prompto. Gotta love that guy. 2-cost legendary creature, Human Scout with Haste. Selfie Shot, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, create a treasure token. Then you have the borderless art right here. Next we have the extended art, and this version again. You can find them in collectible boosters, bundled gift bundles, and for both of them. Alright, so next we have the mono green with Ancient Adamantoise. It's an 8-cost creature turtle with Vigilance, Ward 3. Damage isn't removed from this creature during cleanup steps. All damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control is dealt to this creature instead. When this creature dies, exile it and create 10 tapped treasure tokens. And you have Gigantoad is a 4-cost creature frog. As long as you control 7 or more lands, this creature gets +2/+2. You can find those 2 cards here. I really like the Ancient Adamantoise. It's kind of reminds me of the Tarrasque, just from D&D. Next we have Summon Titan, so it's 7/7, Reach Trample, Enchantment Creature, Saga Giant. Mill 5 cards, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Until end of turn, another target creature you control gains trample and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of lands you control. Then you have the alternative artwork, borderless version for the Summon Titan. Looks pretty cool. Then we have Astral Titan, 6-cost creature, giant, trample. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. This is also known as Primal Titan. Alright, next we're on to our multicolored cards, starting with Gladios Amicitia. We all know who that guy is. Legendary creature, human warrior. When Gladios enters, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Whenever a land you control enters, another target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Then we have Ignis, of course, a legendary creature, human advisor. When Ignis enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped, put the rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. And I come up with a new recipe. You can spend 3 to tap it and exile target card from your graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, create a food token. You can find these 2 cards in pretty much everything it looks like. Then of course we have the Noctis right here, Prince of Lucis. A legendary creature, human noble, lifelink. You may cast artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life in addition to paying their other costs. If you cast a spell this way, that artifact enters with a finality counter on it. And you have this borderless version right here. Once again, we have a Sid Timeless Artificer, as I've been saying in pretty much every video, starting from like, I don't know, Final Fantasy like 8 on or something like that. I've noticed Sid Timeless Artificer is shown multiple different times. However, it's just same exact effect, same everything, but different artwork. Of course, this Sid right here is regarding the Sid that you can find in Final Fantasy 15, and a really cool artwork, little old guy, tipping his hat, love him. Legendary creature, human artificer. Artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control. And each artificer card in your graveyard. A deck can have any number of cards named Sid, Timeless Artificer, and it has cycling. Then you have an extended art for Gladios right here. Then we have an extended art for Ignis right here. And then an extended art for Noctis. You can find those in the collector boosters bundle, like gift bundle. Then we have just another Noctis version, you can find in collector boosters and gift bundles. Next artifact, we have just the food token, instant ramen right here. You can find those 2 cards over here. Then we have the Iron Giant. It's a 7-cost artifact creature demon, vigilance, reach, trample. Nice. Then we have the Regalia, as we know that's the vehicle our party travels in, as you can see in the card art too. Legendary artifact vehicle with haste. Whenever Regalia attacks, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped and the rest of the bottom of your library in random order, so it's a nice way to get lands out. Next we have Reign of the Lucille. It's a 4-cost legendary artifact. And it's a tap it to add 2 colorless, and you can spend 2 and pay 1 life, tap target non-land permanent. And you can find it play boosters, collector boosters, pre-release packs. Then we have 3 lands. We have Insomnia, Crown City, Land Town. This land enters tapped, and you can add either a white or a black. Then you have the Plains card. As we know, this is like the Plains, basically it's starting area, I believe, Final Fantasy 15. And then we have a different artwork for planes here. This is the Seventh Heaven planes. It's really cool. You can find this, looks like in some pre-cons. So that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys look forward to Final Fantasy 16. You guys have a good one. Bye.